Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. I have spent the night, I have winter camped. I have backpacked in and I have winter camped. I didn't backpack in that long. I just want to say it wasn't like a 6-mile trek to get here. But I used my backpack for all of my gear. And this is my first time doing this. A lot of times on my channel I have hiked or I've gone on my property and I've had my car like right there, you know. I am a backpacker. I am a summer backpacker, not a winter backpacker. I do realize that it's different gear. And so we're gonna talk about the gear that I brought. Now, I do have a video on this, on my experience, and I welcome for you to join me on that. A lot of times it's a vlog type experience, and I take you along like you're with me on the entire experience. So go ahead and click here, and you can see that video. And you can see how I used all this stuff, how it worked, what I did, what I forgot. Yeah, so check out that video. I'm going to pack up, I just said I'm going to pack up my bag and tell you what I brought at the same time. Now I won't be able to pack up the whole bag because, as you notice, my tent is still up. So I have to pack this tent and it's snowing outside. So it's just easier and it's safer for my camera to just film a lot of what I have inside my tent right now. Okay, where do we start? I'm going to start with my backpack. I bought this backpack last year. It's a Gregory backpack. I think it's a 70 liter backpack, which is a little big. Where does it say? Yeah, 70. It's a Gregory Diva 70. I recommend this backpack. Not being sponsored by anything that I'm showing you guys right now. This is a really good backpack. I've had a lot of backpacks, but actually I haven't had a lot. I've used a lot, but I've only owned like 3 backpacks in my life. So when I get a backpack, I use it, you know what I mean? And I don't get rid of it, and I just use it. So a 70 is good for me, especially for the winter time when you're packing a lot of stuff. You know, you need a really big pack because my sleeping bag is huge. Like, it's like, I was laughing. I didn't actually film it, but I was laughing. I was like, this is like giving birth. I was trying to take my sleeping bag out of my backpack. It's really big. And maybe I can film some of it. Right now I'm nice and cozy. I'm in my sleeping bag right now. Check this out. Look at this. It's my precious. I love it. So, I don't, like, that's like one of the last things I want to do. I just want to show you guys my gear. Okay. Got to get a good pack that can carry a lot of gear. And again, I recommend a 70. You could go 65, but I recommend a 70. Now, the tent that I'm in right now is a 2-man tent. It is, it's a little big, I will admit. I would, if I plan on doing a lot of winter camping, I'd probably get another winter tent. This is a 4-season tent, because it's pretty heavy. I don't know exactly how heavy it is, and, but I think it's like, I think it's like 7 to 10 pounds. So it's a heavy tent. And of course, you could have 2 people in here, and I only have 1. So if you have 2 people, I think it's fine, because you guys can share the load. What I do is I have one person carry the tent, another person carries the poles. The poles are mostly the weight of the tent, and these poles they're pretty thick. But it's done really well. I didn't get a lot of heavy snow. We are expecting about 5 to 6 inches today. So maybe I should talk faster because I gotta get out of here and pack this tent before that storm comes, like really comes. Some other things I brought were hand warmers. I did bring some hand warmers and body warmers. Let's see if this is one of them. Okay, this is the one that's really good. This is the one that you want to buy. I put it in my sleeping bag. That's a really good one. And here's some hand warmers. This is 10 hours. This is 18 hours. I'm not, come on, you can, I don't know if it's focused or not. 18 hours. It's in my pocket right now. I put it on, was it 8 o'clock last night? It's like 8 o'clock in the morning right now, you know, or I don't know what time it is, but yeah, it's warm. It's still warm. So get one of those, stick them in your sleeping bag, just keep you warm. In fact, I'd bring a whole bunch of them. Now, let me show you how many I brought. You can see. Hold on. We're going to show you how many I brought. Now, if you guys have watched my channel, I am one of those girls that is always cold. So why am I winter camping, right? But I'm always cold. Like, I wear a sweatshirt when it's 70 degrees outside. Or 80 degrees, sometimes I'll even wear. I have another one. See, they're just all around my tent. But I'm always cold, so I have to constantly find ways to keep me warm. And these things are awesome. I love them. There are some other ones that you can get that have fuel to it, but that seems really kind of complicated to go backpacking in. Those might be better in an environment where you don't have to keep loading fuel inside there and stuff. I have all my camera gear, which is a lot of weight too, and I'll give you an idea of my camera gear. I have a light. I have a battery. This is really heavy. I really didn't need this, it turned it out. I have another battery. I brought 2 cameras because I was actually doing a behind the scenes. Turns out I probably just could have used 1 camera for the behind the scenes. But anyways, I brought 2 cameras. Let's see what else I got. Oh, I got another light. Yeah. So like literally, I think I have like a few pounds just on my lights and my camera gear and my batteries and stuff. So that's kind of all my I have a tripod that you're on right now. I have another tripod somewhere. Where did I put it? I don't know where. Oh, here it is. Let me show you. This was before my behind the scenes. I got another tripod. So yeah, we're looking at a couple pounds for my camera gear. I learned a lesson here. I only need 1 light. I don't need 2. I have a ton of batteries that I'm nesting right now because I'm sitting on them, keeping them warm. This battery is going to go dead soon. I can see it blinking. Once it goes dead, I'll change it out. Let's see. I have another light, but this really wasn't for filming. This is what I used before for filming. Was just a headlight and just wasn't doing it. It just wasn't doing really good. Or my Lucy lights, which I do not have. Those are at my property. Lucy lights is a solar light. Come on, turn off. I can't, never, you have to push it at a certain, I don't, this is frustrating. Anyways, I have my Lucy lights, which are solar lights that I usually have when I'm backpacking. I don't have them because they're at Spirit Forest. If you don't know my channel, I have a property up in the mountains that I camp in. And I have a lot of gear over there, and I wanted to go camping. I couldn't get up there because there's 3 feet of snow this weekend, snowing at Spirit Forest, and I don't even think my Viking tent can handle that. Yes, I have a Viking tent. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? Okay, we got water. I have 3 things of this full of water. 3 of them. I heat them up and I put them in my sleeping bag. Now, okay, in hindsight, I could have probably just brought 2 of these because I have another one that's pretty much full. I didn't even touch, and just brought more hand warmers that were not expired because they do expire. I don't remember if I said that or not. If they expire, they don't work, you guys. But I think later I'll just bring 2 of these. Again, depending on how long I hike too, but I didn't need as much water, which was a lot of the weight of my my backpack. Let's see what else we got. We got pads. Let me show you my pads. I have this pad, which is deflated. I knew it had a leak to it. It lasted about 2 hours, and then I got to blow it up again. But it was what I had. It was kind of nice. In the wintertime, you really want to be insulated like this, like that thick. You know, if you can get that thick, you're going to feel good. And I was that thick for a while. I also have this other pad. This is a Thermarest. I don't know if I can show you. There we go. Thermarest pad. This I had since my 20s. I love these. These things work good. These things work really good. Okay. I don't know why, but I brought a pillow. And I didn't even use it. I blew it up, but I never used it. I never used it. I brought a book. Let me show you. I'll show you all my stuff. I brought a book. The Book of Ruins is what I brought because I'm doing some research. I brought a pad to write some ideas in and to draw in. And I brought two pins. Okay, here we go. Here's my other thing, my bushcraft knife, which actually I didn't use this whole time. But it's really nice to have a knife just in case you need one. But I didn't end up using it, but I would always bring a knife. Now this knife's a little heavier. I usually bring my Mora. And I had my Mora. I would just, you know, this is custom made for me. So I really like it, and so I wanted to bring it. I have a little fire kit. Here's my little fire kit. Inside here I have matches and I have a lighter, and I used both. So in the winter, the lighters a lot of times they don't work. Let me see if I can show you. I haven't tried this, so. Oh, you see that? Oh, got it. Well, they don't work in the cold. It's about 11 to 15 degrees right now, and they don't work. So this morning I had to light my stove with a match. And the matches I got, oh, I just packed them away. Hold on. But I really want to show you the match. Yep, just what I thought. My battery went dead. So, to give you an idea, I brought 7 batteries to film. And, yeah, I have 1 more battery left. The cold really affects filming. It really does. I try as much as I can to try to keep them warm. I use hand warmers and such too. Okay, where was I? Matches. So you can't get like the strike anywhere matches. You got to get matches that you know for sure is going to work. And let me show you which matches those are. Which ironically, one of them didn't work. One of them I couldn't get to light. And these things usually light up right away. So here they are. They look like that. I don't know if it's going to focus on it. It's probably not. But it's orange, and then it has a little brown tip to it. And it's a torch. So you got to remember when you light these ones, they don't come out. And I had my gloves on when I lit it. And it was like coming down in my glove. And so I had to like throw it on the snow. And it still burnt even though it was on the snow. So you really got to be careful with these. Because it is a torch and they don't go out until they're out. You could actually dip it in water, take it out of water, and it's still on fire. They're crazy, crazy. Okay, so let's see. I need to put things in here. There's my stove. Let's talk about that. This stove is very lightweight, and not my normal stove. This little one was given to me. It worked out just fine for what I'm doing right now. Worked out just fine. In fact, I'd probably my pack weighs too much anyways with all my camera gear. I think this would be just fine. And this top part right here fits in this little baggie. Now this bottom one, I'm shaking it to see kind of where it might be at. This is the smaller one. Maybe half full. Maybe half full. It says I can do up to 24 boils for this. If I know I'm going winter camping, sometimes I always just go out and buy a brand new one. So my house ends up having a lot of half full ones that I use in the summertime. But I don't want it. That's like a lifesaver for me, is my stove. So make sure you have a good stove and you have fuel for that. I've never run out of fuel. Because in the wintertime. Oh, and then I have my fire rod, you know, the fun fire rod. So in case the matches didn't work, the lighter didn't work, I have a third option, which is my fire rod. Okay, what else I got? Shoes. Let's go over my shoes. These are my winter boots. They are Salomon winter boots. I got these probably like 6 years ago or so, and they keep me really warm. They really do. I'm not in the market for a new one yet. It's coming. They're starting to split a little bit right here where your foot folds, but it holds on to these little I call them spikes, They're little metal spikes for when you're walking on the ice. Recommend that here in Colorado, especially with a lot of these trails that are being used a lot. They have a lot of ice on them. Like, I almost busted like 3 times when I was carrying the pack. I was like, woo! Yeah, that wasn't too fun. Let's see, what else we got? We got clothes. Should I go over the clothes I'm wearing? No, one more thing. I do have one more thing. I brought these, but I didn't know if I was gonna need them. And it turns out that I don't. I mean, I might have used them for just 50 yards to get to my campsite because it was a little deep over there, but I just walked through it because it was only up to maybe my mid-calf. But I did bring some snowshoes. It's kind of nice because I know that, you know, what my pack can carry and how I would put the snowshoes on. I also have a shovel, which I'll show a little clip of me using my shovel. I did shovel out the area for where my tent goes. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. I could have tried to stomp it down with my feet or stomp it down with the snowshoes, trying to get it more level. You really want it to be more, you don't want to put it on all the fluffy snow, because then I think your tent's just gonna be all uneven and stuff when you're sleeping in it. So I kind of wanted to have it really nice and flat, and so that's why I brought the shovel. Okay, did I talk about my sleeping bag? I don't think I did. Sleeping bag is your most important piece of gear, you guys. I'm trying to see if I have, where is that at? It is my most important piece of gear. This is a, oh, come on. Hold on, I'm just trying to find it for you. They actually have, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it says it. It's got to be here somewhere, and I'll try to link it below. I'll link it below. I bought this online, so I'll link it below. This is a Marmot women's Ouray. The good thing about the women's sleeping bags is that the foot has extra pad. You see how like it's kind of narrow here, but where the foot goes, it's all poofy? Yeah, my feet were toasty. They were good. My feet were good. So if you're a woman, get a woman's bag. And that's the reason. I think that a lot of times our feet get colder than men's. I don't know why, but I think that is. This is oh, hey, I found it. I found it. Here, you could take a screenshot if you want, if it will focus. Is it focusing? So I'm going to read a little bit of it so you can see. My limit is -28 Celsius and -18 Fahrenheit. My extreme is -62 Fahrenheit and -52 Celsius. There is no way I'd be cold at -62. No. The comfort level is -2 Fahrenheit and -19 Celsius. I had this bag at -5 last year. Was that right? Yeah. And was I cold? I was cold. I was cold. I hit the limit. So there's no way it would be able to. I don't think there's any way at -62 that this bag would. I don't think so. It's 650 fill. It's down. I recommend down. If you saw my last video, I totally poured water all in my sleeping bag, and it still did very well. So it was okay. Everything was okay. I'm very happy about it because I poured a lot of water in this sleeping bag by mistake. Down really doesn't do so well in wet weather, but it is warmer to me than synthetic. I've had some 0-degree synthetic bags, and I've had issues with them. Synthetic bags are also really big. They're probably like twice the size. So like my synthetic 0-degree would probably fill up my entire backpack over here, and then I wouldn't be able to put more stuff in. I brought some food. I brought too much food actually, but that's okay, you know. I didn't know what the weather's going to be like. It's a possibility I'd be stuck in here, and so I did bring 2 more meals of food if I needed to, and then more stuff that I could just, you know, quickly make and everything. I think that's everything. Yeah. I mean, I think I had, let me see, let me think here. I had a bandana that I brought too. You can see maybe some little thing like a spoon, you know. I'm not going into that kind of detail. You know, toothbrush, toothpaste, that kind of thing. I did not put my food in a tree or in a bear bin. They actually had bear bins over here at this campsite. I did not put my food in there. I had my food right next to my tent, actually. Not always the smartest thing to do. Oh, I do have bear spray. Let me show you. Speaking of that, I'm like, I have bear spray. There you go. There's my bear spray. That is actually more for the 2-legged creature than the 4-legged creature. That's my way of protection. I was the only one here. I felt pretty secure. I felt, you know, as safe as one can feel. I slept like a baby. I slept good. I did. I slept all night long. It's all about the right gear. If I say anything, make sure you get a really good sleeping bag. That is in the wintertime, that is my favorite piece of gear, is my sleeping bag. Okay, let's talk about clothes for a little bit. Now, I'm not gonna delayer or anything like that. I actually have a video of winter clothes. You're welcome to watch that video. If I remember, I'll click it here, and you can see all the layers that I normally put on. Okay, I'm sitting down. I have a jacket. This is my ski jacket. I do have underneath. Then I have this, like a neck warmer. This actually really works, you guys. Like, get one of these. It works. I love the fleece ones because they feel really cool. Then I have my Viking sweatshirt, spiritforcebear.com if you want one. I have other designs and stuff. Anyways, my little plug. Okay, then I have this is a shirt. It's really nice and thick. It's like moisture wicking type. It's not cotton. Important to not put cotton right on you. And then underneath that I have another, you can't see it, but I have another tank top underneath that. And then your bra is important too. Don't be wearing a cotton bra. Use one that's more moisture wicking. Same thing with panties. I'm just like, for you ladies out there, and probably guys too. I'm sure there's cotton underwear for dudes. So panties are moisture wicking. Go anywhere from fancy lace to I don't know. I can't remember what that material's called, but anyways, you just want to make sure you're really comfortable. Like, this isn't a time for you know, G-strings. This is a time for your granny panties, because the last thing you want to do is get undressed. Okay, speaking of panties, okay, so then I got panties, and then I have, it's like my ski pants. They're kind of like a fleece-lined pants. And then I have, and you'll see it in my video too, when you check out my camping video, I actually have some snow pants on too, keeping me warm. Now, I got these snow pants from Walmart for like 30-40 bucks, you know, and these work just fine. These are good. In fact, I have like $200 pair of ski pants, and these are better than my $200 pair of ski pants. They probably won't last as long, but I don't care. You know, it's 30-40 bucks, and they work better. And they size too, so depending on what you're wearing, if you're wearing jeans underneath them, you can size them. Anyways, that's a little plug for Walmart, I guess. Let's see, gloves. I have gloves. And you'll see in the video too that I forgot my gloves at the car and had to hike all the way back to the car. Well, I probably shouldn't. I just gave it away if you haven't seen that video. But anyways, I have gloves. I have a hat. I have a down jacket, but honestly, I only used it for a little bit. Probably didn't even need it. I didn't even need to bring that. It doesn't weigh much. It doesn't weigh much. I don't get dressed or undressed. I sleep in everything. I took off this jacket, in fact. And then everything else, even my ski pants, I kept on. I sleep and everything, you know. So be prepared for that. You don't need to change clothes. You're only out here for 2 days. You're gonna be okay, you know. Like I'm going home, and I'll be home, and it's snowing. It's snowing in my tent. Oh, it's coming down. Oh, really fast. I forgot to tell you. I have socks. I have 2 pairs of socks on. I have a wool sock. You see it? I have wool socks. That's the ones I hike with and stuff. And these I just put on as I'm kind of moving around my tent because the ground's really, really cold. It's really nice to have some nice socks. Okay, don't forget the socks. Always bring 2. Okay, I'm going to cut this video now. But I want to thank you for joining me. And again, if you haven't seen my adventure, check it out, you know. My hands are all like, check it out over here. Or I already linked to it, so I can't link to it again. I'll link to it at the end of this video. And you can see, sometimes I get a little wordy. Sometimes, you know, it's just you hanging out with me while I'm camping. So thanks for coming. And I do hope to see you on my next adventure. Bye-bye.